Are your Power BIs black and white and boring? Well, let's brighten them up. Hi, my name's Anne from Adair-Major Consulting, and today we're going to unlock one of the most powerful visual tools within Power BI, conditional formatting. In this quick guide today, I'm going to show you how to build this exact visual by combining two types of conditional formatting, using no code and no formulas. I've kept the data nice and simple, which I hope helps you understand the concepts that we're doing and then easily apply those to your own data. In this case, I've got 10 rows of data, a simple date, then a volume and a yes or no about whether a on-time target has been met. I'm going to replicate that data table with my date, my volume, and my on-time target met. Now, to keep things even more simple, I'm going to remove this date hierarchy by right-clicking and just changing that to date. I've got my sum and my volume, and then was the on-time target met for that day or not. So here we have a table, and it's not really that easy to interpret, which is where conditional formatting can really make a difference. When I select my table, going to the fields that are in the table, and when I right-click, you'll see I'm given the option of conditional formatting. So we're going to start off with background color. Now, the background color, what I want to do is highlight where is low and where is high. So I'm going to continue to use this gradient, applies the values only, the sum of the volume, which is the field that we're talking about, and the summarization is sum. Then at a minimum, I'm going to choose white, and then at a maximum, I'm going to choose this medium kind of grey color. So it's not really big, it's not really dramatic. It'll very much depend on your theme for your reporting, but this makes it simple for me. Keep it easy. And OK. And you'll see that's now applied and automatically highlighted darker colours where the value is high and lighter colours where the volume is low. Next up is putting in icons for our on-time target met or not met. So in the same way that I did for the background colour, right-click, conditional format, and choosing icons. Now, we want to do something a little bit different here. It's not about gradient colour, but rather rules. And it's going to be rules for text. So we're applying conditional formatting based on the text in the field. So I've chosen rules, values only. My field is on-time target met. Summarization first, that's fine. The icon layout. Now I like to, when it's right for the report, change this to icon only. That means the yes and the no won't appear at all in the report. We'll just see the icons. Alignment to the middle and the style. There's a couple of different options. And I was going to go with this. So it's an X and it's a tick in red and green. I don't, in this case, because we've only got options yes and no, I don't need this amber. So if I remove that, and in here, I'm saying if the value is no, show an X. And next, if the value is yes, show a tick. You can also, as well as is, choose is blank, is not blank, starts with, contains. There's a number of different options. Keeping it nice and simple to yes and no in this case. Okay. There you go. You see, all of the values that we did have now been replaced with a tick or a cross depending on what their value was. You could stop here, but I like to make it a little bit neater. So there's a number of different formatting options we're going to do. Now the first one is we have these banded rows. And I'm going to remove those banded rows to just go for a style preset minimal. That gets rid of the banded rows. The next step is then the icons. The icons are currently just on a white background. Something that we can do in this case to just make it blend in is to apply conditional formatting based on another column. So we're just going to copy the conditional formatting that we have for the sum of volume column onto the on-time target column. So on time target, this is the one that we have the icons on. Conditional formatting, also going to add background color. Unlike before where we used rules, we're going to use the same as the volume, gradient, keep all the settings exactly the same, changing it white. This was the grey I chose. And what we change here is instead of on time target met, change this over to sum of volume. So even though this is the target met column, we will use the values in another column to determine the conditional formatting. And okay. And there you go. Because it's using exactly the same conditional formatting, the same colors appear. To tidy it up a little bit more, let's just neaten it up. But something I like to do is make sure that the numbers and icons are aligned in the middle. That, under format, is under specific column. Changing it from on time target met. So this is this column. All I'm going to do is say alignment center. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same for sum of volumes. A few tiny little more tweaks. Going to bold my headers. Got text wrap on. So in just a few minutes, we've combined background colors and icons to tell a really clear story. We can now see that this team tends to miss its targets on days where the volume is highest. If you found this guide helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe for more simple Power BI tips. And if you want a deep dive into Power BI visualizations, check out my 2025 updated guide on Power BI cards.